Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is David Neyts, and today's topic is why you should act in independent films. Being someone who has loved movies since a very young age, I have always gravitated towards the more obscure films, and especially action and martial arts oriented ones. Back in the 80s and 90s, it was all about Canon films and looking up to people like Menahem Golan. For the people who don't know him, he is the reason that we have movies like Bloodsport, Electric Bugaloo, and the original Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. For some people, they were kind of cheesy films, but for most people growing up in that era, it was kind of like a guilty pleasure, which made me dream of filmmaking and finally made me pursue a career in Hollywood. Many of the movies I'm speaking about were actually outside of the big Hollywood studios and had pretty small budgets. Even though they weren't as big budgeted, they would have massive releases and everyone knew about them. Nowadays, we still have a ton of these type of movies, but they are often for the direct-to-video market. Not all indie films fit within that category because they are low-budget films which fit in one type, and then there are art house pictures which are what people actually really consider indie films because they don't have studios behind them and actually are funded by individuals or much smaller production companies. That being said, if you're trying to break into the whole film industry, most likely you're going to have to look at these art house pictures or straight-to-video production companies. Well, the reason is that they often do have a B-list or even sometimes an A-list actor in it, but they tend to allow also unknown actors to be a part of the supporting cast. Also, well, because the filmmakers might be unknown, you can have a ton of advantages as an artist or actor. Here are my 5 top reasons why I love working in independent films. Number 1, bigger roles. The fact that these movies are smaller budgeted and out of the whole Hollywood bureaucratic environment means that aspiring actors are allowed to be given bigger parts. Being given a bigger and better part means that you get to explore your talent as an actor and take risks that might make you stand out. These smaller films will often go to film festivals, and you never know who is going to be seeing them or how far they will actually go. Number 2, you have more input. Since the director and crew are usually not very known, they might actually listen to your input and you will have a better chance of giving out suggestions. Indie filmmakers are super thirsty to make it and create a beautiful piece of art, and therefore want to have a movie that sticks out and can lead them to bigger opportunities. Look at the movie Tiny Furniture that was written, directed, and acted by Lena Dunham. That movie was ultra low budget and led to winning Best Narrative at SXSW Film Festival. After the success of that indie film, she got into a position of power where she was given to show Girls on HBO. A lot of people from that cast or of her indie film feature were given roles in that same show. Number 3, it gives you lifelong friends. Making movies is a team effort, and being there on their first short or feature indie film gives you more of a chance of making true friendships. The film world may be filled with people aspiring to make it in the industry, but you'd be surprised at how many people are actually not willing to put in the work or are truly dedicated to the craft. This means that if you do work on a project and notice that some people are extremely hardworking, then it's your chance to make friends with them and create a community of like-minded people. Number 4, you'll become a better actor. No matter how many classes you take, acting in an indie film will make you into a better actor in the long run. The same rule applies to being in plays or live performances. Acting in a classroom or acting 8 hours a day, day after day on set, is the best form of training. And through months and months, as well as years of doing this on a regular basis, all this training will result in you perfecting your craft much more than if you were to just act in the safety of the classroom. Well, actually, having to perform for an audience or for the camera is what makes you become a professional. Number 5, you're being productive. The biggest problem with people starting out in this business is that you are not creating enough. Being on project after project and always creating is the key to success. There are a ton of bad projects that you will be involved in if you are barely starting in this industry, but eventually there will be that one project that is so magical that it has the possibility of propelling you to the next level. In the end, acting in indie films is extremely fun. Since a lot of the people working in them are young or even film students, there is less pressure on them, and they will give you a ton of amazing experiences that can eventually lead you to your dream career on the big screen. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Please subscribe and literally smash the like button. The harder you hit it, the more this video has a chance of getting boosted through the YouTube algorithm. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.